These are the two cars that I've actually worked on. Got this whole kit put on. I did the over fenders and the front fenders and the whole kit on this car, and they've actually made it look really good with the color and everything. It looks great. So now with the SC, we're going to be installing these, the front bumpers right there, and we'll see what they have for the Previa. So I've already gotten started on this side. As you can see, I got the outer fender well cut out, and I'm just cutting the slits in the inner fender well. That way I can fold them up and seal off the cab. That way smoke doesn't get into it. But yeah, we're just gonna do the same thing to the other side. We're gonna keep this stock bumper. We got side skirts and front fenders, and we'll show you guys the finished product. Got the car all done, all fenders, side skirt, got the front bumper on. This side as well. Front bumper doesn't fit as good as I wanted it to, but the car's been crashed before, so that's the best it's gonna get. Big thanks to these guys. The rest of them are over there somewhere. They're giving me some work to do, but yeah, look at that fitment. That fitment's perfect. But yeah, everything fit really good besides the front bumper. Alright, it's the next day, and I just want to give you guys a little update of the RX7, so let's get to it. As far as the motor is concerned, I've done 3 major things. First thing is right here. You can see the gold tape, the heat tape there is for the turbo drain lines. The way I had it before was kinking, which is not okay, so we got that taken care of. Second thing here is where the radiator is sitting. If you guys remember before, my radiator used to sit like around here. You can see where I had it chopped out to fit it. Now I got the whole core support chopped out, and we got the whole radiator moved forward, pretty much in front of where the core support would be, and it pretty much moved my radiator like a good 5 inches back, which gives me all the room I need to fit as big as fans as I want. I'm gonna go with the Dural fans. They push about, the ones I'm gonna get push about 2,000 CFM each, so collectively 4,000 CFM, which should be more than enough to keep this car cool. If not, no idea what I'm gonna do from there, but let me show you guys how I got it mounted. So if you've ever seen an FC or worked on one, you should know that there's this little bar, this tube bar that goes across, connecting the 2 frame rails together. I actually had to chop that off to be able to move the bottom of the radiator back, or forward I guess I should say. But that's what the bottom of the radiator was supported by. So if you see here, I got this steel plate that I have riveted in. I'm probably gonna bolt it in as well. Just gonna throw some rib nuts. But I got this steel plate here, and from then I got these aluminum plates that I bent to hold the bottom of the radiator in. Same thing with the bottom of the intercooler here. You can see it's bolted on there, and the plate is riveted in. So if I ever want to take the intercooler off, just unbolt that, and then the top as well. This will come off, and same thing with the radiator. Unbolt the top 2, which I'll show you right now, and it will pull right out. But that's what I've done to be able to push the radiator back, and let me show you guys up top. And up top, it's just your simple nut and bolt here, holding the actual bracket on, and then it actually comes to the top of the radiator. So if I wanted to take it off, unbolt these 2, and then the brackets will come off. Radiator will slip right out as long as I undo the hoses, obviously. And the third thing I've done is pretty much, I already showed you guys, is the intercooler. Made the bottom brackets because before it was only mounted up here, and the intercooler was actually flopping. So you'll see the coupler's kind of torn here. I'm gonna get a new coupler. It should be okay still, but I'm gonna get one anyways. And then the issue it was having was because the bottom wasn't mounted, it was pushing back into this piece right here and slicing it pretty much. Now the intercooler is steady, radiator is not going anywhere. So we got 1 piece radiator hose. And before I had a little joint here, which kind of was an issue for me. It wasn't an issue, I just didn't like it. But now we got 1 piece radiator hose there. We got 1 going to the bottom. And that's pretty much all I've done as far as the motor is concerned. And let's get on with the fenders, I guess. I'm sure all of you guys know radio_FTW on Instagram. He found out that I wanted to trade my fiberglass 30mm fenders for stock OEMs, and he had a buddy that wanted to trade. So we went ahead and traded him. The reason why I'm going with the metal fenders is because I'm going with the Blake Olson 90mm fronts and the Blake Olson 100mm rears, I believe. And his front fenders are actually over fenders, but it only cuts up to here. So that being said, I had to get new metal fenders because my old under metal fender was cut out all the way till down here, which obviously wouldn't work with the Blake Olson fenders. So I got these picked up. That's why they're red and obviously not what I had before. But if you guys remember, my wheel poked out like about this far out with once I installed the angle kit. So I think the Blake Olson fenders are much needed. But yeah, that's it for the fenders. As far as interior, obviously you guys can see I don't have seats. That being said, the reason why I sold the D&D seats was because the bolstering just wasn't aggressive enough for me. They were perfect for like street driving, but at the track I was kind of wiggling around in them, and I just wanted a seat that kind of held me in a little better. So I'm still trying to figure out what seats I want. I was at D&D the other day. Obviously you guys will know this in the beginning of the video, and I'm toying around with the idea of their Seca seat, I think it is, the one with the head bolsters and whatnot. That I sat in it yesterday. It fit me really well. I liked the bolstering was great. As far as the passenger seat, probably gonna get one of their seats again. But like I said, I'm still toying with the idea. I kind of want to go with Sparko seats. Same with the bolster on the driver's side and whatnot. But only thing I need on the inside, literally, is seats, and it will be good. Pretty much the only other thing that I'm going to need for this car to be ready to go again is a new clutch, which I'm going to pick up probably an ACT6 clutch and the new flywheel. That being said, I'm only going to get a new flywheel because this is an eBay clutch kit, eBay flywheel, and I wasn't surprised when it went out. And I'm just going to go ahead and replace everything while I have the transmission out again. That way I don't have to do it again, because with my luck, if I just replace one thing, I'm going to have to pull it out again and do it again later. So we're just going to save the hassle, do it one time, and hopefully from then on it will be perfectly okay. So pretty much that, the fans, and I do have wheels for this car. Not quite yet, but there are wheels that are going to be coming for the car. You guys will see that later on once they actually come in. But that being said, all the stuff that I told you I need, the KBD kit, the KBD body kit I've been talking to you guys about for a while now, and I think I'm officially sold on it. I'm gonna go ahead and pick one up as soon as I get all the mechanical stuff done and okay. Once the car runs and drives and can go, I'm gonna pick up the KBD kit, take it somewhere to get it painted, because I'm not gonna paint it myself. I'm done painting. I can't paint at my house anymore. So that being said, everything I need for this car will be coming soon. It is not dead. It is not being sold. So just keep an eye out, keep a lookout for this car getting back together, because like I said, car's not sold, car's not going nowhere. And there's your update on the RX7. As always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.